Can't wait to slam my desk. The next day. Shit, I forgot everything. You don't die in this game. Court is now in session. It's the third day of Sarah Fletcher's trial. Though she has already been exonerated of several crimes, one important mystery remains. The murder of John Flair. It's our job to determine whether she is guilty of this crime or if another party was responsible. Additionally, we must acquire definitive confirmation of several theories raised over the past few days, including the true fate of Jet Turner. I am willing to perform this duty. The prosecution is ready. Very good. And the defense? The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ready, Your Honor. I got that. God dang it. Above all else, I must not lose sight of our objective. I won't rest until we get Sarah the acquittal she deserves. Though it's been tricky to navigate the facts due to the confidential details of the defendant's work with our government, we must press on. The most relevant question regarding the death of John Flair will be the focus of this discussion. Please try to keep the argument civil. Understood. The prosecution would like to call Captain Jake Spade to the stand to explain the scene of the crime. Very well. Please bring him in. Hey, Phoenix. Well, howdy.
Objection.
Wait, is this? Keep your attitude in check, Spade. This is a court of law. What? 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 Why? Is the defense done playing games? Is that what court is to you, Conrad? A game? I apologize on behalf of the human cross. Please proceed with your explanation. Alright then. Let's start with the basics. What the hell? You sit there? Check your side, I was there, cowboy. Save a horse, ride a cowboy. Oh, that's right. That's my creepy face. I did, yes. I keep on doing the wrong. Okay, I'm too. That's the. I'm thinking sexual things. I'm a sexual predator. I can't. The hawk eyebrow. Dialect, no! No! We found the body of John Flair around high noon yesterday. He's found in the center of the tactile synthetics lab room, where robotic prototypes are built. It's time to cancel Hawk. I gotta work on that apology video too. Oh god. Shit, what am I apologizing for again? Ajax's son? I can't. Oh my god, what did we decided what it was gonna be about and I forgot. Oh my god. I forgot what I was apologizing for. No, the Mika wig is gonna be where I'm wearing the mask, but no, oh my god, we decided on it, and did you ask Kia? No, I did not ask Kia. Kia probably gonna think it's a stupid idea. Shit, what did we decide it was gonna be? Hold on a second, do I still have the wheel of whatever? No, that's just the goals. Okay, so we don't have. I can't remember what it was gonna be about. God dang it! I still have the video, I think. The VOD. Oh my god, I feel like an absolute idiot. We did what we picked one, I thought. Hold up a second, hold up. What's this one? We talked about Hawktober in this one. feel like I had something stuck in my tooth. A little annoying. No, this is the game.
For the levy or some shit like that. Think of this. It likely means he.
Oh yeah, so we go. Okay, so that's the next one. Okay, here we go. I'm going through time. Okay, so we had. Oh, the microwave feces incident.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Oh, poor.
That's what it was.
Anyway, in the video feed, it's not. It's just. Stop.
I think.
So pick a new.
I think. What did it pick? Because we spun it.
You were crashing. The sanctity of the wheel. All right.
Yeah, feces microwave incident. I gotta apologize for the feces microwave incident. How did you forget that? Because my mind blocked the traumatic memory. Unless you hate the feces, I'm not impressed. Wow. Wow. They kind of did. It's a little bit more annoying to make clips now. Anyway, let's get back to the game, shall we? Place should have been on lockdown due to a previous investigation, but outside circumstances pulled police away from the area. Which I'm gonna... This is so dumb. Right as the people join my server. I may have just sent an at everyone to everyone on the server on Discord. The goal was, for bits, was to make a fake apology video. And I had people give me ideas for what I should apologize for. So we spun the wheel the other day, and one person suggested the feces microwave incident. And I'm like, okay, so put that in, and that's what the wheel landed on. So I had to make a fake apology video as if I actually did something wrong and cancelable or whatever. I can't remember who, actually, you know what, hold on a second. I have the video, we can actually find out who actually suggested it. Toad. I mean, we still got the video, so I can see.
Oh, cool, BG. Nice.
Oh, it was Brittle! That's right! Brittle's the worst! The best, worst person ever! Never apologize, double down! God. Anyway, game. We're here to play a game. Right. That's the same location where the body of Abigail Graviton was found, correct? Yep. Though we know now that she wasn't actually dead when the police discovered her behind the desk. A criminal sighting happening alongside the escape effort was what drew police away from the building. We couldn't have expected that the escapees were actually heading there themselves. It's whatever that ping was! The emotes! Like the dog what? A spitting poo gif. And somebody put a microwave! First of all, I want to say I'm so sorry to Matt from Raw Productions that I'm doing all this during while I'm playing their game. That was me, Raimi. Hey, Zemc. Everyone, I'm so confused. I have no content. Now it has context. Oh God. So I will soon. It's gonna be its own video where I'm gonna basically be talking to my community about something very serious and grave that happened recently, and that my involvement in has been released to the public against my wishes. But here we are. This is sending me to the fucking moon. Oh God. Yeah. So yeah. Let's just fucking get to this game.
Wait!
What do you mean by that? I mean, the officers who were stationed at Tactile Synthetics were redirected out of the building to search more relevant public locations. But that call was a severe oversight. The prisoners and their captors weren't there to carry out the next part of their plan. Can you remind the court of who the escapees were again? Sarah Fletcher and John Flair. It's unknown how many people were involved in their escape effort, but one individual can be identified. Eva Hunt has confessed her involvement in John Flair's capture. She's the one who pulled a gun on Chief Batten during his speech, and the one who locked me in flocking in the warehouse. She's a known member of 209 Dive. Makes sense they'd want to recover Flair. As we learned yesterday morning, Flair was working for Isabella Kane, who agreed to eliminate Jennifer Reed for the terrorists. He's the likeliest suspect in the murders of Jet Turner and Gary Stu. I can't say he was much of an upstanding citizen. But the crime of his own death cannot be overlooked. I have a bad feeling about where this is headed. The autopsy report confirms that his death was caused by a bullet to the chest. So take a look for yourself. Flair's autopsy. Time of death, between 5 and 5:25 p.m. on the 13th. John Flair died instantly from internal damage due to a gunshot. The bullet went clean through his chest, piercing his heart. It was found at the scene of the crime, which is most likely to be the murder weapon. The analysis team confirmed it fired 2 shots. We've also just confirmed that Sarah Fletcher's fingerprints were found all over the weapon. Yeah. Anywho. What are we up to now? We'll find out. How long is Dress Down anyway? It was coming, but still. I mean, I actually kind of forgot. I think I was gonna try and do it today. It's like 5 minutes? Okay. That's all we need to know to close out this rodeo. Fletcher was the one who fired the revolver, and she killed Flair in the process. Wait, there's more to this story. Tell him, Conrad. We'll play this one for a little bit longer, then we'll do Dress Down. Our client has revealed to us that her captors placed a bag over her head and forced her to enter the lab room at gunpoint. Then they made her pull the trigger of the gun as she aimed it in front of her. She had to, or they would have killed her.
Objection.
Yeah, Conrad. If my cybernetics could process humor, I would be laughing. That is a pathetic excuse. She would have simply pointed the weapon at her captors. The bag was still over her head when they made her do it. She couldn't see who was threatening her. That also means it's not clear whether she actually killed Flair, because she didn't see it happen. This is most unusual. If it can be proven true, this might reduce the severity of her punishment. There is no need for that, Your Honor. AI is gonna AI. I have reason to believe that Sarah Fletcher intentionally committed this murder. What? I have with me a piece of evidence that will most assuredly seal her fate. This typed note was found in the holding cell after she escaped. Wait, typed note? They have typewriters in prison? Like, in each cell? As you can see, the note requests her to eliminate John... Oh, it's a note she got. To eliminate John Flair. No way! This message was typed by the same person who orchestrated the defendant's previous mission for the government.
Objection.
How can you be so sure? How do you know where the note originated from? Why don't we ask the human defendant herself? I've never seen this note before. Are you sure it was found in my holding cell? We are certain. The organization I was working for never mentioned this to me. Says the details of your mission are confidential. I'm afraid we cannot simply take your word on it. Do I have it as the... okay. Attack request for Fletcher to eliminate John Flair found in her holding cell. Details inside. Fletcher, a new mission has been assigned to you. If opportunity presents itself, you must eliminate John Flair. I trust you to complete this task before he reveals what he learned about the Zero data. But isn't that like qualified immunity since you're working for the government as an agent to like kill? They won't trust Sarah, then we need some sort of definitive piece of evidence to convince the court. That's fine, Jeremy. Yeah, have fun with your dinner. And also, Britta, will you be around like in another 30 minutes or so? So I can play your game? Or do you want me to just do it Monday? Doing so may involve divulging more details about her mission, but at this point... If I can make a suggestion, I might know someone who could tell us for sure whether Sarah was ordered to kill John Flair. Yeah, right? Very well. Please share the name of this individual. John Ram! What if I pick on... I'll gladly tell everyone all about the mission orders. Well, I must say, that's quite the shock. But I am not one to question the insight of the great Conrad Cross, and I trust you implicitly. Please proceed. Whoa, calm down. I wasn't being serious. Oh, in that case, I'm fairly disappointed. And here I thought we'd get some sort of witness minigame where you have to select the correct testimony for the court. Another time, perhaps. Isabella Kane has big boobies. I like boobies. Where's James Rand? Where's James Rand? There's James Rand. Okay. There. Yeah, I know that, yeah. I always kind of wondered that about cops, like undercover cops. But yeah, they could actually get in serious trouble if they do like drugs while undercover and shit like that. It feels kind of dumb, you know? So if you ever find a guy who's a recovering alcoholic in your crime syndicates, maybe test him for a wire. James Ram. He told me not to tell anyone that I took the case on his behalf. But if the link is only between him and Sarah, I'll have to trust that there won't be consequences. James Ram. Be straight edge. Who? James Ram, Your Honor. He was responsible for assigning certain mission details to Fletcher during the events of March 11th. I suppose he would hold certain insight into the situation. We should track him down as quickly as possible. No need, Your Honor. He is present in the courtroom today and prepared to testify. You were already going to call him up as a witness? Correct, if the situation demanded it. He's in it for the game, not the prizes. Well, that makes our lives easier. Maybe we'll wrap this up before lunchtime for once. Bailiff, please bring in the new witness. It's all about the love of the game. Order in the court. James Ram, you have been summoned to a court of law to discuss your work with the defendant, Sarah Fletcher. Did you hear me, witness? Yes, Your Honor. Well, this is awkward. I don't know if Ram's ever been in the spotlight before. Please be aware that there are certain aspects of my employment which cannot be disclosed in this context. Yes, we are familiar with the ruling on this matter. But whatever you can share will certainly help us in finding the truth of the situation. Homie is a zombie. He looks like me after I've been up till 3 a.m. playing H games. Oh. Testimony. Ram's Rebellion.
Stop it. Get some help.
Mr. Ram, is it true you were responsible for delivering the details of Fletcher's relocation mission to her on March 11th? Dora. It is? So can you accurately testify about my client's involvement with your organization? I can. This is excellent news. Perhaps we should begin by asking about the purpose of this secret operation. As I said earlier, I can't disclose precise mission details, but I can assure you that Fletcher served her country well that day. And the murders of Jet Turner, Gary Stu, and Jennifer Reed were not a part of that mission? This mission? Certainly not. Why is it that you chose Sarah to carry out this task? It was a combination of factors. Her unassuming appearance, masterful discretion, and intelligence made her an excellent candidate. Just how much do you know about my client? Everything. That information is surely classified. We cannot push the limits of our jurisdiction. No, it's quite acceptable. We know everything there is to know about Sarah Fletcher, including how she... Well, you know. I like doing this now. This is just my diabolical face. We know all about her family members, her childhood friends, her interests, her education. I don't know. I'm just... We even know about the disease that has plagued her for most of her life. The unnamed disease. Was that some sort of threat? You have studied the defendant for some time. We're good at what we do. She was cursed with a bodacious bod. It's terminal. Why did the mission involve moving Sarah in the first place? Afraid that's where I have to draw the line. Any further details could jeopardize the success of an ongoing operation. I'm a grown-ass man. I can make comments. He means the hostage crisis? I suppose that is why he sought me out in the first place. But how exactly are these two situations linked? If that is all you can say on the subject, then we should move on to the latest developments. Answer honestly. Did your organization order the human Fletcher to kill John Flair? Yes, we did. See, the thing is also, the CIA is technically exploiting Melon's disease is technically not supposed to operate within U.S. soil, which also means like taking out citizens and shit like that. The CIA is not supposed to kill. It's not supposed to. No, that can't be true. What? So did you leave the note in her holding cell? So you did leave the note in her holding cell. That's correct. Is he lying, or did Sarah really not mention this to us earlier? This is most disturbing. Your testimony gives credence to the idea that the defendant would intentionally shoot the victim. Hold on, if she really was ordered by the government to eliminate Flair, shouldn't she be exempt from prosecution? A promising idea, but we would need official clarification from your organization in writing. Are you able to arrange that? No such documents can be provided at this time. I'm afraid Fletcher will have to face the consequences of her actions.
Objection.
This does seem like the CIA. This is nonsense. How can you both claim you ordered Flair's death but not have official documentation to back it up? You can't have it both ways. Either the court acknowledges the order or it does not. Fine. Then I won't claim that the government issued any such order. However, the rest of my testimony is enough to prove my point. I think we all know what this means for the case. If the witness delivered the note, Fletcher believed it was from the government, despite it not being an official order. As such, she is ultimately liable for the damage that she inflicted. No, that's crazy. That would mean she was tricked. The human defendant had a responsibility to apply human scrutiny to any such order and determine whether it originated from an official source. What the hell? This is mad. Although I will say the way that Matt has written this makes sense. I kind of like how it's kind of a twist that way. It's like, that's basically how the CIA would operate too. Like, I can't confirm it's from the government. And then, hey, you should have done your due process and double checked. Because you didn't, you're on your fucking own. How can they just carry on with this as if it's normal? They're going to let Ram's organization provide facts without being held accountable. I understand that this is a difficult situation, and I certainly do not want to disregard the government's hand in this crime. However, it would be prudent to gather more information before reaching any conclusions. We will consider your words, but only that. Very well, Your Honor. But if I may, my organization could provide the court with additional facts about the case from a trusted source. A trusted source? You mean like a spy? That's one way of putting it. How exciting! Does your spy have a secret code name?
Objection.
If the witness was allowed to disclose that information to the public, they would not be much of a spy. Please, tell us what you have heard without putting your source at risk. Well, I suppose I can start with the state of the Tactile Synthetics building on March 13th. After the assumed murder of Abigail Graviton, some security measures were taken to ensure that no one would interfere with the crime scene. So excited. A volunteer staff member and a police officer were assigned to watch the front entrance in place of the receptionist. Also, as you already know, the lab room featured 2 doorways leading out into the hallway in the lobby. The northern lab room door was mechanically locked for the entire duration of the incident. Bypassing this lock would be impossible because an automated mechanism tied to the building's security system prevented it from opening. So only the southern door could be used to enter and exit the room. Is that really true? It is. I confirmed it with the company's administrators yesterday afternoon. Please use these floor plans as a reference for this information. Okay, lab floor plans. Okay, lab room, server room, hallways. Yeah, so... This is all starting to feel too familiar. What about the ID card requirement that was discussed previously? Unfortunately, all the ID card scanners were deactivated to allow easier access for the investigation team, who were essentially guests. That means we have no way of knowing who passed through the unlocked doors throughout the building. So we traded in one security flaw for another. Great. This is what I believe happened. Most of the officers were drawn out of the building when the escape started, including the one assigned to the front entrance. Fletcher, Hunt, and Flair all made their way into the lobby when a fight ensued between the 3 of them. Flair was chased into the lab room. Once inside, Fletcher cornered him and used a revolver she stole from Ava Hunt to fire 2 shots at Flair, killing him.
Objection.
There's no way that's the truth. Is that so? Please elaborate your point for the court. Fired 2 shots, but Flair's autopsy said that there's only 1. Right. The autopsy states that a gunshot hit Flair, not 2 gunshots. However, shooting at him means she could have missed. Is there any way I could prove the number of shots in conjunction with this autopsy report? The bullet. There's only 1 bullet hole. Yeah. Alright, have a good night, Pixel. During our investigation of the lab room, we discovered a bullet hole in the glass between the room and the testing chamber. But according to the autopsy report, a single shot went clean through the victim. If that's the case, this bullet hole must be from that single shot. Since no other bullet hole was found, it proves that only 1 shot was fired at Flair. That was an oversight on my part. I apologize. What led you to that conclusion, anyways? Did you just glance over the evidence without understanding it? My source reported that 2 gunshots were heard at the time of the incident. I extrapolated that information to form the scene in my head. If the other shot was fired outside of the lab room, we must learn where it originated from and what it was aimed at. That's true. Though we don't have all the details, I think I can start to piece together this mystery. Hey Jax, I think I might have a few answers for you. To start, this piece of evidence shows where the second bullet ended up. It does. The hallway. Wait, there's a bunch of blood. There's blood in the lobby, there's blood in the hallway. Huh. I think it's this one. I think it's the big one, the big hallway. This blood pool in the lobby is most likely a clue to where this gunshot occurred. But it doesn't show where the bullet ended up. What did I learn during my investigation of the tactile synthetics building? Wait, what? We have the bullet hole. Testing on the lab room side. What am I missing? Oh. I wonder if the bullet hole, because the oil spilled, but did it happen above? Like, this thing got... This is confusing. You're looking for Ajax. Is it? I see nothing. I trust. Yeah. It's Judith's cross. Now cry. Ah, why did the judge get so mean? Wait, actually, hold on a second. There we go. I forgot. We gotta look at Chibi Cross. Oh, it's just you again. And here I thought my online order of kitchen utensils was finally being delivered. You know what's funny? I was thinking we'd finally start getting along, but you had to go and ruin a perfectly good moment. I guess you're thinking that I can't hurt you from this weird little meta dialogue, right? Objection. You'd be wrong. The one power I have as a lawyer is to sue you, and that's exactly what I'll do. I hereby submit a formal complaint to the small claims court, and as a plaintiff, I'll do everything in my power to stop you from safe scumming. Bet you didn't see that coming. I shouldn't converse with my opponent, so I'll just wait for the magic fade transition to pull me back into the void. Ah, there it is. So long then. I'll see you in court! God, okay, so... But what is the thing that proves the hallway? I didn't find any other bullet holes or anything. Although, wait. Is it the smaller pool of blood that's in... No, that's in the lobby. That's the hallway. So what... Is it the lab stool? Because it has blood on it? Nope. I'm actually a little... I'm just grasping at straws here. Where did the second bullet end up? Huh. I don't know. I have no idea. That can't be it, right? Most things seems too small to originate from a bullet wound. I need to think more carefully about the actual path the bullet was fired outside of the lab room. But I put the hallway, but it's like, what shows where it went? I'm like, nothing. Nothing I have here actually shows where it went, other than the lab floor plans? Okay, I actually completely lost. Do I have to pick a person? Nobody else got shot. Like, I'm so lost. Is it in John Blair? Because did it end up in the victim? I thought the autopsy said that one bullet went clean through. There's no way a second bullet could be embedded in Flair's body. Oh, right. I will not let this mistake go unpunished. Suffer my wrath. Casting a level 7 magic missile. Was she shot? Was Eva Hunt shot? I'm just grasping at straws here. I'm literally just grasping at straws. I have no idea. It says there was 2 in the gun. Fired 2 shots. So these top 3 aren't it. The cell phone, the cell phone wouldn't be it at all, ever. I didn't find any bullet anything. Yeah, we're dead. I feel really dumb, like I'm not understanding. I picked everything but the 0 data, basically. Nope, that's not it. And nobody else was shot. Nobody else had any damage. Sarah didn't get shot. I didn't get shot. Where did the second bullet end up? I don't know. Oh my god, I am actually lost. I'm gonna try looking it up, see what I can come up with, because I'm flabbergasted. I have no idea. I have literally no idea. Anything here? Nope, nothing about that. Nope. I'm just getting a Canadian show called Burden of Truth. Fucking hell. That does not help me at all. I tried them. I literally just tried them. Didn't I? Yeah, I already did. And there's nothing. Yeah, we're done. I'm actually lost. Huh. I gotta go sit through this all over again. Does anybody have any idea? Because I'm 100% clueless. I'm just grasping at straw. I'm just guessing. I'm literally just guessing at this point. And I hate doing that in games like this. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, I was on the right track with the blood, and it's like saying, hey, what shows where the bullet went? Like, I have no idea. I did, yeah. I'll try it again, but like... No, it can't be true.
Objection.
Objection.
Yeah, I feel like we don't have the proper piece of evidence. That's how it feels. But it's like, I know that's not true. Because the game doesn't let you advance until, like, you say, okay, now I've gotten everything, I've looked at everything I needed to look at, or whatever, at the crime scene. And the only time we get new evidence is when, like, the prosecution brings it up or some shit, so...
Objection.
His autopsy. Oh shit, why couldn't he have... Oh yeah, the bullet hole. I did the exact same thing again! Yeah, so we're okay. So, where did the second bullet end up? A bullet from Atlas LX2. So, yeah. Cell phone wasn't it. I mean, I don't think I did the lab stool. I think, yeah, no, lab stool wasn't it. Now, cry. I think I picked the revolver, nothing happened. So, watch when we do this one. Oh, look. Explosive lobby is the most likely clue to where this gunshot occurred. But it doesn't show where the bullet ended up. What did I learn during my investigation of the Tactile Synthetics building? Is it... I already picked this and that doesn't work either. Bullet embedded in the glass. That must be the answer. Have you lost the context? Human cross. That is what we are referencing as the first bullet, not the second. Please show us where the second bullet ended up. But what if this was the second bullet? I think I picked Eva Hunt, but that didn't work either. Huh. I picked the oil. I know I picked the oil spill, and that didn't do anything either. Did I pick the cell phone? No. That's it. Nobody took any damage. Nobody was shot. Objection! Your Honor, I'd like to present Exhibit A. Bring your attention to this picture. Ha! Wait, that's the wrong picture. Let's see here. There we go. As you can see from this image, the defendant has been save scumming. I think that's about it. Let's see you try to defend against that. I rest my case, Your Honor. Actually, I'm gonna save, because that way we don't have to do it all over again. I don't know. I've tried everything. It's got to be a person, but who else was shot? Nobody else was shot. Who the fuck else was shot? Wait. Could it have been Jet? No. Because, I mean, no, he wasn't shot, though, was he? She was stabbed. Yeah, say it, Dora. Just go ahead and say I'm at an impasse, so I don't think so. Nope. I've got nothing. I've got literally nothing. I'm just picking everything until something sticks. Zero data. The actual path of the bullet was far. I don't know, though. That's just it. Yeah, you think. I thought maybe it could have been, like, maybe they shot something with oil and it leaked or whatever, but no. It's not the delivery system. Nope. The 5 page. I'm thinking it is. I just don't know what person got shot. Wait. Oh my god, it's... No, but Gary Stu's not somebody I can pick. Because Gary Stu was shot. I don't care if it saves coming. I'm doing it to save time. Gary Stu's not in this case anymore. Only person who was shot was John Flair. That's it. Nope. Oh my god. Like, using these floor plans doesn't bring up anything either. This is, yeah, I'm... Who else got shot? The Eva Hunt, but I picked her, but that wasn't it either. Wait, where is she? Oh, she's not in here. Okay, so it doesn't even matter. Is it in Sarah? Yep. I don't... I have no idea. We may be at a standstill. Okay, Dora, I may not be streaming when we get back to it. I'm just gonna go... Wait. What? Oh my god. I forgot Max got shot. During my investigation of the lab room, I spoke to a witness who was present when the building was raided. His name might be familiar to one to the court, Max Coladera. He told me that someone shot him while he was walking down the hallway. So if his story is true, the bullet ended up in his leg, and he carried it with him when he sought medical attention. Oh my god. Chevy! I've been trying to figure that out for like the past 20 fucking minutes. I completely forget. This is why I cannot play these games. I gotta play them all at once. I cannot go even days apart. Oh my god, I completely... It was such an offhand thing. I didn't even realize it was important. Oh my... And there was no evidence to it anywhere. Like... It's right there. God damn it. I hate my life. It's fucking right there. I hate everything. So you know you can't blame me for not understanding the full picture. I am the worst player. I'm the worst player. Matt's gonna watch and be like, it's Max. It's Max. It's Max. Why don't you pick him? What the fuck? If that's the case, why are we still allowing this witness to speak? He's clearly not helping the situation for anyone.
Objection.
Objection. Though I'm inclined to agree, there is one last piece of information we must extract from this human before he is dismissed. Human Ram, do you know why the terrorists chose the Tactile Synthetics building as their destination after the breakout? With the amount of police officers roaming the building, it seems counterintuitive for them to select such a location to carry out their plan. I may have the answer you're looking for, but it's not a pleasant one. I, honest to God, completely forgot he told me that. And he did. Last stream we had for this, he said that. And that was like on Wednesday. So here I am 3 days later. God. My sources reported that on the day of the incident, a certain set of files are being transported from secure storage. A certain set of files? They've been colloquially dubbed the Anderson files. Some among you may recognize the name. Abigail Graviton told us yesterday that Jennifer Reed was looking for information about someone named Anderson before she was murdered. Well, I'm surprised you remember that, considering his previous issues with recollection. That's correct, Your Honor. Rumor has it that Jack Anderson recorded some of what he learned about the Nexus Division before his death. That record was supposedly kept hidden in the Tactile Synthetics building, never to be released to the public. But when the ID card scanners were deactivated for the investigation, it was no longer safe to keep the files in the building. That's why they were being transported, but it also proved to be a vulnerable time for the documents. Toon and I would want information like that to help them in their fight against the government. Correct. Since Eva Hunt declared her involvement with the incident, we could assume that she and her soldiers were also after the files. Something isn't adding up, though. How could the terrorists have known that the Anderson files were being moved on the 13th specifically? This is disturbing news. If private information about a government division was leaked to the public, we could be dealing with a security threat. Do we know whether the documents were intercepted? I'm sorry, Your Honor. My source has no idea. Protecting the Nexus Division seems like the least of our worries right now. But this seems like an important idea to write down, to note down. Okay, the Anderson files. I need to look at those, see what we're dealing with. Whereby Jack Anderson, okay. If I may, I would like to again attempt to provide my timeline of events, but revise to include this new information. Even if Cross proves me wrong, I hope it will go some way towards uncovering the truth. Surely that sounds agreeable, correct? If you let me cross-examine your statements, that's fine by me. Very well. Please tell us everything that you believe you know about the incident.